Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here, and it's the last video of Theme Week Month, August 2022. So, the last video, the last theme week for wrap up week here, and I kind of wanted to do the last video with something kind of like reflective on premiere projects. Of course, this is the last premiere project of 2022. And I just wanted to kind of go over, what my favorite all-time premiere project is. Maybe touch on a few points of other premiere projects along the way. So, premiere projects, if you don't know, are something on the channel that I kind of started doing in 2017. Kind of officially gave a name, I believe, last year. And they're basically bigger projects that kind of encompass multiple videos across the channel. So, basically premiere projects start with Vloguary 2017, Vloguary 2018, then we have Return to Summer 2019, Theme Week Month September 2019, Epiccw's Wild June 21, Epiccw's Countdown to 10, then we have Epiccw's Wild June 22, and then we have Theme Week Month, August 2022. So basically every year since 2017, besides 2020, we featured premiere projects, including 2019 and 2020 having, or 2022 having more than one. So the first two, Vloguary, they're whatever. I'm not really the biggest fan. For me, something like Return to Summer 2019 has a special place for me video making wise, because I just did so many videos in that time in summer. That year I really got into making quite a lot of content. Kind of returning to making videos, return to summer. That was the point of it, was making videos, making something, that I hadn't done in a while, was make that many videos. And for me, that was special. Theme Week Month 2019. I mean, it was there. I definitely think that we followed up Return to Summer right with that, so they kind of blend together, in my opinion and in my mind, of how they are. Of course, they're two separate things. So then 2020, we didn't do one. That was just an interesting point, content creation wise. I mean, honestly, both 2020 and 2021 were very unique spots for video making. 2020, like I've stated multiple times, I was going to take a break from making videos in the beginning of 2020. I believe it was April or March. It was March, because everybody, we were all home. So I was like, shit. Well, I don't have anything to do. It's not like I have to go to work like every day, and video making's here on the side like it is now. I make videos on my day off, or before I go to work, kind of thing. So back then, also I worked less back then, but that's not the point. The point is that those, that time, I was gonna take a break from making videos. I was just like, all right, have a little bit of time off. Like I said, I was doing in September. This is gonna be the last video for a little bit on the channel. Yeah, so it's just something like 2020 didn't get one feature, basically, just because I was gonna stop making videos. Everybody stayed home for months. I ended up making videos, and I wanted to take a break. That led into 2021. I didn't really start doing anything in 2021 video-wise until Epiccw's Wild June, Then we kind of ramped things up with videos again throughout the year, doing a little bit here and there, and then finally in 2022 jumped back into it. That's when things popped off. So we had Epiccw Countdown to 10, which we'll get into because that is my favorite one. And then we jump to Epiccw's Wild June. We have a month off for July. And then we jump into here for Theme Week month, August 2022. So for me, I really enjoyed Theme Week month. My favorite theme from this month was Wanyá week. I really enjoyed doing videos with him, including some unique things like beginning the series of Menu's Best. I think that Menu's Best was an awesome launch, and I'm excited to make more videos of that with him, with other people, by myself. Like all of those options that Menu's Best has to offer, I think will be fun going forward. So to launch that, finally kind of have a food series on the channel. I've kind of always wanted that. And then, just doing other videos with him, like making a GTA track together, or just our race plus videos together. That was fun. Doing the video where we kind of made each other's ideal day, like that was just a fun video time. Jumping back to June, it was Wild June 22. That was just consistent videos every day. That was kind of fun. That led us into July being videos every day. I think besides Sunday. I don't know. I've always picked a day to not upload videos. Typically the Saturday or Sunday. Kind of just something that I've always seen from other channels that I watched throughout watching YouTube. Maybe there's less content on the weekends than there is throughout the week. So I just think I naturally picked that up. But for me, the ideal and my favorite project of any premiere project we've done is Epiccw's Countdown to 10. Now, Countdown to 10 was different than any other premiere project. That's the most unique one of all 8. Because Vloguary, both of those, Return to Summer, the Theme Week months, the Wild June, like all of those projects basically took place over either filling an entire month, or in the case of Return to Summer, basically filling the weeks for 3 months. So, and that was the entire basis of the channel for that time. For all of August here in 2022 has been Theme Week month. Every video that I put out has been basically Theme Week month. Maybe there's a short or two that goes out that isn't, or maybe there's one random video. I think we have like a Playlist After Dark episode that comes out, but basically 95% of the videos that go out during that month are part of that month. And you had that with Epiccw's Wild June, both of them in 21 and 22. And you had that with a lot of these other series that basically whatever happens in that time, those premiere projects, that's it. But we look at something like Epiccw's Countdown to 10. That was very, very specific. If you don't know what Epiccw's Countdown to 10 is, 2022, we're celebrating 10 years of the channel. Specifically, the day that we celebrated was March 28th, 2022. That was my first uploaded video. And, we had a countdown to that day to celebrate 10 years. So, what we did from then was every single week from sometime in the beginning of January up until that day, I put out a video reviewing one previous video from the year, from any content that went out from 2012 to 2022. We did do a 2022 one. Obviously, we only had a few options of videos to pick from because it was early in the year, but we still did every one of those years. So I went through, basically kind of watched and reacted to a video that I did, from 2012, from 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, until we got up until we got to that point where we got to take a look at celebrating it and what that moment meant to hit 10 years and achieve something like that. And it was a cool series. And for me, having that connection to 10 years and being able to go back and reflect on old things, and each month we had a breakdown of something different. Let me get my phone. Where'd I put it? Awesome. Well, second best option. Get my iPad instead. Notes. I don't know where my phone is. I've genuinely lost my phone. I'm a dumbass. This is my pocket. Oh well. Yes, here we go. We also did some other videos in that month that I thought were really, really cool. We had a video that we broke down basically me wearing hats in videos. That was cool because for me, I've always basically been wearing hats in videos since I first appeared on camera some point in 2012. I didn't appear on camera for a few months, but once I did, I basically got a hat on every time. And basically, we looked through some of the hats because I have all of them still. We looked through the hats that kind of appeared frequently throughout videos at different eras in the channel. Obviously, at this point, this hat would be in it, but I didn't have it at the time. So we had that. That was just a fun, little video, kind of look at something that I find very important. I love wearing hats. I mean, I have 5 hats lined up here when I'm not wearing this one. Just ready to grab one. Basketball, football, F1, it's all ready. And then, of course, I gotta wear a hat to work every day. I absolutely love that ability to wear a hat to work. If I couldn't, oh my god. I only had one job that I couldn't wear a hat to work. And that was when I worked at Target. And all my other jobs I've been able to. I love wearing a hat. It's something for me that it's weird to not have one. Then in February, we looked at Premiere Projects, kind of like we're doing here, but reflecting on the first 6, kind of breaking it down, and how that was. March, we broke down the Race Plus, of course, Wanyá and I series that dates back to 2016. Then we looked at basically, again, all the videos that we looked at from each year. We tried to find things a little different. So the first one, we had a Beyblade video. Second one, Wanyá and I go into a NASCAR race. We had the video that Trayvon and I did in 2014 where we almost burnt the kitchen. 2015, series that I was doing back then, weekend show. I had Wanyá and Trayvon both come over. We did a video with them. 2016, the first race playlist. 2017, vlog of the studio when it got redesigned. That was an awesome video. 2018, we did a K-pop album video of the Twice Yes or Yes album. 2019, one of the first F1 videos I did, Max Verstappen versus Charles Leclerc Austrian Grand Prix. That was me playing the game, and it just happened to be the weekend when they were battling to the top of the hill. That Max ended up winning. and that ended up just being the title of the video because that happened right when that video went out. So it worked out. 2020, we had the 100th episode of the race playlist. 2021, my reaction to the RB16B Red Bull Formula 1 car. And then 2020, we had a Overwatch match analysis. So all of those videos basically once a week from January, what does it say? I got my whole note here. I write this shit down. January 17th to March 21st. Those videos would go out, one of those, and it was just fun to sort of have, again, a series that, a premiere project that had a specific day that it started, specific day that it ended. It wasn't necessarily the first of the month to the last day of the month. It was January 17th, the project started, and it ended on March 28th. And it was just fun to sort of build towards something big like that instead of just like, well, here's our videos. Like, I love doing premiere projects. They're my favorite things on the channel. But it was just fun to have a different breakdown of every Sunday our premiere project's going out. I believe it was Sundays. Every Sunday our premiere project's going out instead of saying, well, you know, this month, every day our premiere project's going out. Like, it made it very cool to be like, oh, what's one's going out today? And then, of course, throwing some other things in there. We had the 10-year story on the last day. Of course, every year I've called it something story. We had the 5-year story, 6-year story, 7-year story. Basically, telling the history of the channel, adding one more year to it. We had what 10 years of growth means to me. That includes, breaking, or 10 years of YouTube means to me. Basically, that's 10 years of growth. Seeing yourself on camera go from, very well documented. Yourself going from how you were when you were 13 to how you were when you're 23. Having that documented on 10 years of history of the channel, that for me is the coolest thing, is to have just so well documented videos of myself and the growth of myself and all that stuff throughout those 10 years. That for me is one of my favorite things on this channel. We also had the Ultimate Game compilation. That was awesome. It was basically playing the newest version or most current version of every single game that comes featured on the channel. So GTA, Minecraft, NASCAR, Overwatch, F1, Gran Turismo, Fallout, Just Cause, Rocket League, Call of Duty, Trackmania, City Skylines, Project Cars, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Brilliant Diamond, and Mario Kart 8. So that one there, it wasn't the most important one to the channel. It was just the newest version. So that was just very fun because we did a game compilation to end the decade at the end of 2019. We also did a race playlist whole breakdown of the series, watching some of the videos with Wanyá back then as well. That wasn't listed on here, but I remember doing that. He came over, we stood over there and recorded that. Kind of set up what became our race playlist analysis video for this month. It was kind of a precursor to that. We also did a little bit of that in our garage tour video that we did together back a few months ago, but kind of both those things built together and became the analysis that you got this month. And the final one was the video that was called Overwatch for Casey number 1. The importance of that and how that kind of impacted a lot of things for me. Because that was kind of first time that I played Diva in Overwatch, which kind of led to me being interested in Korean things. So once I do something, I want to know as much about it. Once I'm playing a character in a game, I want to know the backstory of everything about that character and where the character's from and all that. And that's how I got interested in Korean things, which led to listening to K-pop and led to getting a cat named Soul and then getting another cat naming him Incheon. Like, that all was from that moment that I played Overwatch on that video and said, I want to play this character. Like, all of that. So it's kind of wild to pinpoint that specific moment that then, something like that in 2017, that you can see how much it's impacted now. So just that video. But for me, that premiere project, just having a reflection weekly, breaking down so much interesting things from the channel, and doing something different that wasn't just gaming content. For me, that was my favorite premiere project to date so far through all 8. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Premiere Project 9. Who knows what it'll be? Sometime next year. I've never done 3 Premiere Projects in a year. This is the first time, so I don't think we'll do 4. I'm not going to say that there's no way we're doing a Premiere Project, but I'm taking a break in September. December is already basically our wrap up for the year. So it kind of leaves October and November, and I don't have an idea for a Premiere Project then. So most likely back in 2023 with Premiere Project. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed all 3 of our Premiere Projects this year. Countdown to 10, Wild June 22, and Theme Week month August 22. And of course, thank you for watching this video, those videos, and we'll see you in the next one.